Detective Jack Hardigan squinted at the shimmering heat rising off the asphalt, the stench of stale garbage and exhaust fumes thick in the air. He tugged at his collar, the humid New York City summer clinging to him like a second skin. Another day, another impossible crime, he muttered, flipping open his notebook. The case was baffling, to say the least. A bank robbery, clean as a whistle, no forced entry, no witnesses, just an empty vault and a single, iridescent blue feather floating in the center of the room. Fairies? He scoffed, though a shiver ran down his spine. He'd seen things in his 20 years on the force, things that couldn't be explained, things that made him question his own sanity. But fairies? That was a new low. His partner, the rookie Danny O'Connell, was less skeptical. "You think it could be, magic?" he asked, eyes wide with a mix of fear and excitement. "Magic?" Jack barked a laugh. "Kid, you've been reading too many comic books. There's always a rational explanation, even if we can't see it yet." But as the weeks passed, the rational explanations became harder and harder to find. A statue in Central Park came to life and spouted Shakespearean insults. A grocery store owner swore he'd been robbed by a talking badger. And then there was the case of the disappearing children, vanished without a trace, leaving behind only the faint scent of cinnamon and the echo of children's laughter. One evening, while drowning his frustration in a cheap whiskey at his usual dive bar, Jack noticed a peculiar article in the newspaper tucked under a beer-soaked coaster. Portal opens in Midtown, witnesses claim sightings of mythical creatures. The headline screamed. He scoffed, but something in the grainy photograph accompanying the article, a blurry image of what looked like a winged horse soaring above the city skyline, made his blood run cold. Driven by a gnawing curiosity he couldn't ignore, Jack found himself standing in the middle of Times Square the next day, staring at the spot where the portal had allegedly appeared. It was gone now, of course, leaving behind only the usual chaos of tourists and street performers. But as he scanned the crowd, his eyes caught a glimpse of something utterly out of place, a shimmering distortion in the air, like heat haze, but with an unnatural, almost iridescent quality. He cautiously approached, his hand instinctively reaching for his gun.